Hello. Oh my god, what's wrong with my voice? Hello. Hi. Welcome. Been doing this for a year and I still don't know how to start a video. But yes, hello. Welcome to my channel. This is an anti-haul. What's an anti-haul, you ask? Well, there's a very long answer and it all started with a drag queen. But the short answer is I'm going to talk about stuff I decided not to buy. So we could just have a conversation of things we're not buying. And we're all going to be mature about it. No hurt feelings. Just because I decided not to buy something doesn't mean I'm going to judge anyone else if they wanted to buy it. Okay? So the month of February. February. Month of Feb. Actually, okay, not even February exactly, but just 2021. I'm so bored. Am I the only one? Maybe it's because my alts aren't doing anything. But I feel like I'm just reliving 2020. Like, I'm just listening to my 2020 stuff. Yet somehow, even though I'm not buying albums for this year, I'm broke. Because I just spend it on other stuff. I have a problem. Anyway, let's talk about the month of February. This month sucked. And I mean that as in it was kind of boring and there wasn't a lot. But that's typical for K-pop. The Lunar New Year happens in February, which means it's a holiday over there. So there's not a lot of comebacks. It really makes the month go slow. Anyway, let's just get into this. I couldn't find my pink notebook, so I have my icky brown one today. So the albums that came out this month that I did buy, I'm going to just disclose that information here now. So you know I'm not going to talk about them later in the video. SHINee, Querencia? Yeah, I bought that. Kingdom, History of Kingdom Part 1 Arthur. I have 2 videos on that. So if you want any of my thoughts on that, go elsewhere after you finish this. And Wano, Love Synonym number 2, Right for Us. I technically actually haven't bought that yet, but I'm going to. I just need to figure out what version. I feel like I'm missing something important. Is that all I bought? 3 albums? Oh my god. Okay. The drink for this month, Kona Spiked Island Seltzer. Passion fruit, orange, guava flavored. Let's do it. CIX, Chapter 0. Hello, Strange Dream. I feel like I say the same thing every time, but CIX is so good. I just don't have any sort of emotional connection of ever wanting to buy their albums. And I don't know why. Also, can I just say, Stairway to Heaven? No business being that good. Oh my god. That was a work of art. What? That alone was enough to make me want to buy this. I'm not going to. I'm not. I don't have any of their previous stuff. No point now. Okay, I feel like a reason to buy CIX albums is to get all versions so you can get the really cool, like, logo thing. Because they all, like, line up and connect. And that is so cool. I love when albums do that. But that requires me to go back and buy all of them to have that effect. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that for them. Nope, sorry. But I'm not sorry. I'm just not going to do that. But I applaud it. I also really like Cinema, the title. This was so good. I feel like every release just gets better. But I can't actually say that because I have no recollection of the previous release. So I can't really make that comparison. But it's just every time I'm like, oh my god, why was this was good. But like, I don't have any connection towards the members. So I don't have that urge to buy. So I'm not going to. Kim Wooseok, Second Desire, Tasty. I like this more than I thought I would. He's Victon? It's either Victon or Attention. I know he was in X1. I don't know how, but every Antihaul, some X1 branch just seems to leak in. And every time I just go, I don't know X1. So I don't have any desire. I just don't care. Okay, listen, I actually have like nice things to say, okay? I liked it more than I thought I would. This had potential. I said it has potential. I think the songs he's given are really good. That just sounds like I insulted him. Oh my god, no. I'm not buying it. Let's just... I don't stand his group. I didn't stand X1. He hasn't left a mark. Anyway, let's move on. NCT 127 Loveholic, a Japanese release. I feel like this thing has been in pre-order since November and I can finally talk about it. I do not collect NCT. Actually, NCT's weird. I own NCT Dream albums because I collect Dream because I love Dream. I have like one 127 album, and then I have the Empathy, like NCT 2018. What I'm trying to say is I just buy an NCT album when I like it a lot. Like a lot. With this being Japanese, even if I did like it, probably not going to buy it. But it's because Japanese albums are a little overpriced for what you're getting. Like you gotta jump through some more hoops sometimes to get a Japanese K-pop album. And I'm not here for that. I don't care to jump through the hoops for them. No offense, NCT, but no hoops jumping for you. I literally remember nothing about this album except this one thing that happened, and it caught my attention. I vividly remember I was working on some other stuff while listening to the album, and this line happened, and it's got to be a misheard lyric on my part. All I heard was, "Coming now, sit on my face." And the fact that I believed that that's what they said, "Coming now, sit on my face," it was the opening line. So I was like, whoa. No, you had your time. Shoo. Lucy Inside. This is a single, yet it's still 15 minutes long because 2 of the songs are over 6 minutes long, and honestly, not complaining. This is Lucy's best work. Lucy's a band. I always feel like I have to clarify that. It's not a woman. It's a band. They have a violinist. They got a violin. This was beautiful. I don't really remember the previous stuff to really make the comparison, but for this to be the first thing I feel any kind of like emotional miss, you know what I'm saying? I don't know whose idea it was to make a 6-minute outro, but that's one of the most beautiful things I have heard all year. It was like listening to a soundtrack, in a movie, like in an anime movie. You know, what's the word? A score. It was like listening to a score. It was so good, so beautiful, emotional. Oh. I'm not going to buy it though. I don't really listen to K-bands, you know? And I don't have any of their previous stuff, so no point in collecting this. It's only 3 songs anyway. But, you know, check it out. If my pitch was appealing to you, once again, it was Lucy Inside is the name of the single album. The 2 6-minute tracks. Worth listening to. Try BE the Loca. Try be the Loca. I love me a new girl group. I I I had actually planned on pre-ordering this way back when, you know, it was announced and the pre-order was up. I was so confident. I'm like, I'm gonna like it. It's a new girl group. Of course I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna love it. And you know, I'm happy I didn't do that. But hear me out. This song has grown on me so much. I watch every live stage. These girls are phenomenal and I love watching them. And there's a very strong chance I'm going to buy this album someday in the future. But not now. It's just not the time. It's just not the... I'm trying to be smart. Okay? I think it was just a good idea for me to not have pre-ordered it when I was considering pre-ordering it, because I did that kind of before knowing the concept of the group. And as that kind of unfolded, I you know, was finding out more. I'm like, okay, this isn't really, you know, the concept that I know I'll love no matter what. So I was glad I waited to see, you know, what they gave me. And at first I was like, ew, I don't know if I like this, but now I'm a fan. The dance, you know what I'm talking about? Amazing point choreography. I love that. I should look at the package. You know what? No, I'm not gonna buy it. I don't need to buy it right now. I might buy it later when I have the funds, but not now. Sorry, Tribe BE. I hate that it's Tribe BE. I just want to call them Tribe. Can I just call them Tribe? That's how I thought you pronounce it, but then they always say Tribe BE de Loca, like throughout the whole album. Well, it's 2 songs, but they say it so often in both songs. Kwon Jin Ah, The Way for Us. I actually might buy this. I understand that kind of goes against the point of the Antihaul, but let me just talk. Kwon Jin Ah. I wasn't a huge fan of her. You might not even know her, so let me, you know, shill. Let me give like this the pitch. She's, I guess, a balladist. You know, she sings, you know, slower paced songs. She's not really K-pop. So if you like maybe more slower songs, it's the songs I feel like really rely so heavily on her voice, which is so good. It's great music for when you're going to sleep. Great music for when you had a bad day. I vibe with this release. This is so beautiful. This is so good. I need to watch some unboxing videos of this album because I might just buy it. I don't have her previous 2 albums, so I don't have like a collection I'm really pursuing here. But I kind of like to, you know, show some support because she's gonna kind of go a little unnoticed. You know, she's not really, you know, in the spotlight, and you know, I like to show my support. I don't know. We're gonna see. This might be one of those albums where, like, at the end of the year, I just kind of buy it when I have, like, I scrape up the extra funds, you know, the remaining amount of my bank account. I can go back and buy the stuff that I was, like, on the fence about. I don't know. We'll see. It's funny how there wasn't a lot that came out this month, but I feel like I have so much to talk about. On and off my name. Kind of really disappointed with this one. I like On and Off. I'm not saying that because, you know, they're Oh My Girl's little brothers and there's some kind of bias there. I actually do enjoy, you know, some of their previous stuff. So I had some expectations, some hopes for this, and it didn't reach that. And it was just really sad for me. I like the title. The title has grown on me so much. It's catchy. It's great. And I have fun. I love songs like that so much. For it being a full album, I don't think it needed to be a full album. Easily could have just passed as a mini. Maybe just drop a song or 2. I hope they do a repackage. I think this needs a repackage. The ordering of the tracks on this album are also so weird. It doesn't flow at all. It's kind of jarring, actually. Also, I'm so over WM like sabotaging them with the horrible packaging for all their albums. Have they had one decent packaged album? Maybe Complete was okay. I can barely remember, but it's like always an envelope or a jewel case, and I'm ugh. I mean, I guess it helps me decide, because like when I'm on the fence, if the packaging is bad, I'm just gonna dip. I'm not gonna buy it, and then I save money because of that. But imagine how much more I would be spending if, you just actually put in some effort on the packaging. SHINee, Don't Call Me. I feel like I have so much to talk about. So this release, I actually really like this album. It's kind of different for SHINee. I got a lot more of like EXO vibes. Actually, really kind of like the EXO NCT influenced like EXO vibes from this, which at first I wasn't on board with, but then I was kind of vibing with it and I digged it and I liked it a lot, actually. I kind of really like this album. The main reason why I didn't buy it is because I expect a repackage. I know how SM works. Most of the time, full albums get a repackage. It's not always the case. And when I find out that we're not getting a repackage, I'll just go back and buy it. But for now, I'm just going to wait for a repackage, because I kind of hate the styling so much from this album. Like, this concept, if you're a Super Junior fan, I recommend like muting me for a second. One of the things I don't like about Super Junior so much is that they just like reek, we're in our 30s but we're trying to act 15 energy. And SHINee did that, and I hated it. I hated every second of it. And I'm just so disappointed in SM for doing this to them. I don't want to be negative about this release. I really like this release. If you find that you don't like Don't Call Me, I highly recommend just listening to it without the music video. It like exponentially gets better. Also, this is anger. Actually, I think all of this is anger more towards SM than it is towards SHINee. It's not even anger. It's just passion. I'm passionate. What can I say? But I am so sick of the SM packaging, schedule, concepts, whatever the frick they're doing. I talk about this every time. With every SM artist, there's always that like bonus version that comes along a little bit later. So SHINee's didn't come along like much later. It was still like you could still get them the same time. Like they released the same time, but it was still announced after we already knew about the two like normal versions. And so there's the two regular versions of this album, plus the additional 4 versions that they added later. They're member versions, which, okay, cool, whatever. They're jewel cases. I'm glad they've stated this is the jewel case version. But, like, I understand it's such a smart move on their part, because they know how fans operate and that people will go for full collections. And this is just a cheap, half-assed way of creating more versions and making more money. And we buy into it because it's like, what are we gonna do? If we want our full collection, we have to get all versions. They would have charged the same amount for a better packaged version. I hate it. I hate it so much. Like, I don't know, it just like annoys me to no end. Am I alone in this? I feel like I got so passionate right there. It's not that deep of an issue, but like, I don't want this to be a thing. I do not want this to be like, ooh, the the limited jewel case versions and we're making the member versions. Like, I don't want that. I would much rather member versions that are so beautifully packaged and just normal. I apologize for my emotion. I know what? I shouldn't apologize for emotion. You know what? Yeah, what? Let me be passionate about this, okay? I didn't expect to be this about it. If they do this to my girl's Red Velvet, I will throw hands. I'm still gonna buy it though, because that's the twisted part of it all. Is because they know that we'll buy it. Well, that was the last album I had on my list, so this is a weird way to end the video. I'm trying to think if there was anything else that was kind of like announced, like non-album wise. I know Dreamcatcher has like a date for their light stick, and I'm totally buying that. I have an outfit planned for that video when I open it, so be ready for that. Oh, something I tweeted about, in case you don't check my Twitter, you know, you should check it. You follow me, whatever. I mentioned like 2 anti-hauls ago about the Itzy No Bad Days thing, because I was hoping Itzy would have a season's greetings for me to buy, but instead they're doing this monthly kit for, I guess it's just for the first 6 months. They had a 6-month subscription, which I didn't get because I'm like, ew, no, I'm not doing this. And now I had regrets and FOMO, and now I'm buying it. And yeah, I've decided I'm buying that now. So anyway, it's 2:08 a.m. and I'm going to, actually I'm probably not going to go to bed. I'm not tired. That SHINee rant got my blood pressure going. I'm pumped. I'm awake. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful you know, honestly, I just hope you have, you know, some good luck in the next week and after that. But, you know, I'm just going to limit it to the next week. Hope you hear some good news. Sending over some good energy to you. Even though I use that good energy myself, I'm going to send it over to you. So you have a lovely time. And I really need a video ending. What should be like my ending video phrase? Like, see ya next one. I don't like it. I don't like having a scripted ending. So, you know what? You're just going to get these half-assed, spontaneous rants for an ending. Anyway, yeah, I should end the video.